Greetings viewers and subscribers. So today's video is brought to you courtesy of Papaya Tours JA. At Papaya Tours JA, we ensure that you travel in style, comfort, and with your security at heart. If you are coming to Jamaica or you are already in Jamaica, call Papaya Tours for all your airport pickups and drop-offs. We also do excursions. Anywhere you want to go in Jamaica, we'll take you there. You can call, WhatsApp, or text Papaya Tours at 876-412-8892. At Papaya Tours, if you dream it, we'll take you there. So in today's journey, we are still in Montego Bay. Remember, we are heading to Bob Marley's birthplace in 9 Mile in the parish of St. Ann. We'll be traveling on the Howard Cook Boulevard. Then we are gonna go on Bottom Road. It's now called the Jimmy Cliff Boulevard. And we might reach as far as Coral Gardens. Sit back, relax, and drive with me. So, first up, we would like to say Happy Father's Day to all the real fathers out there. We'd like to say big ups to all the fathers who are playing their role as a father. All the real dads, big up on yourself. And like we promised, today we're gonna be giving away some credits to some fathers. Ladies, please, even if you answer the question or even if you post the comment, we'll appreciate it. But the plan is to give away the credits to some fathers. So fathers, today is for you. And this is the first time on YouTube or any other platform you're gonna see so much credits being given away at one time. Today, we are giving away 40 phone cards credit. Fathers, all you need to do is type in the comment section below, I am a proud father, I am a role model for my children. If it's one child you have, I am a role model for my child. That's all you need to do. After you post the comment, we are gonna go through and identify whether or not you're one of the winners. And then we're gonna give you some instructions and we'll take it from there. If you don't get the credit by this evening, no worries, you're gonna get it. Once again, all real dads, big up on yourself. Also, we'd like to take time out to big up all the subscribers who contributed to today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Based on the donations we got for phone cards credit, later this week, we're gonna give away some more credits. So ladies, you can stand by for that one. So today, we have a number of stories for you. You're gonna want to listen, all of them. First up, the Westmoreland Fire Department. We are learning that they were kept busy. On Friday, the 18th of June, 2021. In the first incident, it took place at a place named Piper's Corner in the parish of Westmoreland. Now, our information is that a man, he's a 50-year-old pastry chef. In fact, he worked at a pastry establishment at Seaton Street in the parish of Westmoreland. Now, this gentleman, he left his house at 5 a.m. Friday, the 18th of June, 2021. He left for work. About some minutes to 10 a.m., we are told that residents of Piper's Corner, they reported hearing popping sounds coming from this gentleman's house. They went to investigate and saw that the house was on fire. The fire department and the police, they were contacted. 2 units from the Savlamar Fire Department, they arrived at the location and were only able to conduct cooling down operation. The house and all its contents were burnt to the ground. This house was made out of board. The value of the house and the items burnt, we are learning that it's $1.5 million. In the second incident, this one, it took place at Landilo. As you pass Landilo Phase 2, the next turn in on the right, that section of Landilo, that is where this happened. It took place some minutes to 2 p.m. This house is another house made out of board. It is owned by a 40-year-old mason of Landilo in the parish of Westmoreland. Now, we are told that this 40-year-old mason, he left his house sometime after 1 p.m. to go on the road. When he returned to the house, he observed that smoke was coming from the house. He made checks and realized that the house was on fire. Once again, the Westmoreland Fire Department and the police, they were contacted. However, on the arrival of one unit from the Savlamar Fire Department, they were only able to do cooling down operation. The house and all its contents were destroyed by fire. The value of what was destroyed, once again, is $1.5 million. The police, we are told, and the fire department, they are investigating both fires to see if there was any hanky-panky. However, for the time being, the cause of the fires have not yet been established. Now, in the next incident, it took place at Queen's Drive in Montego Bay in the parish of St. James. It took place about 1:20 a.m. on Saturday, the 19th of June 2021. Our information is that a man, he has so far been unidentified. If and when we get his name, we'll be updating this story. But at the time we gave, 1:20 a.m., he was riding a 2021 purple Road motorcycle. He was riding this motorcycle along Queen's Drive in Montego Bay. He was traveling in a westerly direction towards Montego Bay. And reaching the vicinity of the Big Apple, it is said that the rider, he lost control of the motorcycle. The motorcycle went across the right lane and collided into the wall at the entrance of the Big Apple. As a result, the man who was riding the motorcycle, he fell off it and sustained serious injuries to his head and all over his body. At the time, the man who was riding the motorcycle, he was dressed in a blue t-shirt, khaki pants, black sneakers, and his hair was plaited. He appeared to be in his early 20s and he was about 5 feet 11 inches tall. He's of a black complexion. He was rushed to the Cornwall Regional Hospital where he was pronounced DEAD. Like we said, if and when we get the name of this man, we'll be updating this story. Now, in the next story, since Monday, the 14th of June 2021, Blenheim has been in the news. You remember that Blenheim was where Adrian Sweeney, otherwise called Killy Killy, was taken out? Now, our information is that on Saturday, the 19th of June 2021, early morning, about 5:30 or thereabout, we are told that the Hanover police, they carried out an operation in the Blenheim area of Hanover. A number of houses, a bar and a shop were searched. During this search, we are told that one silver and brown handle Ruger .38 revolver with 6 rounds of .38 cartridges were recovered on a premises. As a result of this recovery, a man, his alias name is Jas. He is 51 years old and he's a mason of Blenheim. Jas, he was taken into custody by the police who are carrying out investigation. Now, As soon as we get any information that Joss is charged, we'll be telling you his full name. But for the time being, he has been taken into custody. Now, in the next story, sometimes some crimes take place and a lot of persons will say, well, it makes no sense to report it to the police because nothing now come out of it. People, if you are affected by crime, any crime whatsoever, you need to make a report to the police. Don't bother feel like say because somebody might have thieved something, the police have no hopes of finding it back. Make your report to the police, and when you report it to the police, ensure that you are given a receipt. It is your right. If they don't give it to you, demand it. This case, we had carried this story sometime in March. It was of an incident that took place on Tuesday, the 9th of March 2021, about 10 p.m. This incident, it took place at Maysmuir Housing Scheme in Little London in the parish of Westmoreland. Now for those of us who don't know where Maysmuir Housing Scheme is, say for example you're traveling from Sav and you're heading to Negril. At the Little London crossroad, you know it's a four-way road. You take the left, you're going to Broughton. If you take the right, it can take you back to Delvland, Alma, all those places. Well, you will take the right and go up. It's about 2 to 3 miles from the Little London crossroad. The NHT, they made a number of houses up there. They call it the Maysmuir Housing Scheme. This lady, she lived at the house with her family. She's in her 40s. On Tuesday, the 9th of March 2021, about 10 p.m. The lady, she was at home with her 2 children. Both of them are teenagers. 3 hoodlums managed to force their way into the house. One of them was armed with a gun, a handgun. The 3 men, they proceeded to rob this family. You can just imagine how traumatized these people were. The 2 teenagers and the lady. The hoodlums, they proceeded to rob this family. They took a 43-inch flat screen TV. They also took the remote control. They took a DVD player, gold necklace. They took cell phone. They took tablets. You name it, they took it. They also took cash. They then made good their escape in the area. Happily, they did not harm this family. No, a man, he has been identified as Mr. Anthony Linden. He's otherwise called Crime. He's 33 years old. He's a laborer and he lives at Burn Savannah district in the parish of Westmoreland. Now, Crime, he was in custody on gun-related charges. But late last week, the police got information that he was involved in this robbery that took place in March. As a result, the police went and spoke to him. Now, based on what he told the police decided that they're gonna have to take a statement from him. This statement is what you would call a caution statement or a confession in layman's term. A caution statement should be taken in front of at least 2 justices of the peace or a lawyer. So the police called in 2 JPs, took Crime out of the cell, and in front of the JPs, without any coercion, without any force, without any promise, without any abuse, Crime confessed to taking part in this crime. He not only confessed, after he gave the police a statement, he took the police to a location where he hid the 43-inch flat screen TV. This TV was recovered, and we are told that it was identified in front of crime by one of the persons whom it was stolen from. As a result, Anthony Lyndon, otherwise called Crime, he was arrested and charged for robbery with aggravation and illegal possession of firearm. So he will be going to the courts shortly. We would like to congratulate the Westmoreland police for making a breakthrough in this case. We are also told that the two other hoodlums who were involved, they are known and is being pursued. Uno two thieving boy, uno out there, uno know yourself. Go give up on yourself to the police. Don't make them have to come look for you, and then something happen and you hear, oh, uno did innocent and uno did altar boy and uno used to go out with church. Go and give up yourself to the police. You know what you did. Now, in the final story for today, this one, it took place at Rich Sports Bar and Restaurant along the Norman Manley Boulevard, Negril, in the parish of Westmoreland. This sports bar and restaurant, it is owned by a man who is popularly called Jigga. Jigga, he's a businessman of the said Norman Manley Boulevard in Negril, in the parish of Westmoreland. Jigga, his birthday was yesterday, June 19, 2021. He would be 32 years old. So he decided on hosting his birthday party on Friday, the 18th of June. Our information is that this party was in full swing at minutes to 11 p.m. We are also told that a number of persons were at this party, to include both male and females. About some minutes to 11 p.m., we are told that two motorcycles rode up with 4 men aboard. The motorcycle stopped at the location where the party was being held. And if you can remember, earlier this week, we carried an incident where a man was taken out along Norman Manley Boulevard. Well, that incident, it took place next door to where this incident took place. So, two motorcycles rode up with 4 men aboard. The 2 men on the back of the motorcycles, they came off, brandished guns, and went up to Jigga. They immediately opened gunfire at him. Jigga, he was hit in his upper body and his right thigh. 2 females who were also at the party. One of them is popularly called Alicia. She's 21 years old. She's of a Westmoreland address. The other female, she's known as Denise. She's 32 years old, also of a Westmoreland address. They were also shot. In fact, Alicia, she received a wound to her right thigh, whilst Denise, she received a wound to her right leg. The hoodlums, they then made good their escape on the 2 waiting motorcycles. The 3 persons shot were transported to a nearby hospital where all 3 of them were admitted. Jigga, he has been admitted in a serious condition, whilst the 2 ladies, their injuries are not life-threatening. Our information is that when the police processed this crime scene, 13 9mm spent shells were recovered from the scene. This party was in full swing. Although Jigga was the target of these men, 2 ladies were shot. It's a miracle that so far there hasn't been any fatalities. We must abide by the curfew that is in place. The curfew that is in place is not only to protect us from COVID, it can also save our life. We must be serious. We must be careful. The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.